Oh, you're going to love this. I got an email this morning from one of my friends telling me about this, and they got a petition up. House Resolution 6666. COVID-19 testing, reaching, contacting everybody, the TRACE Act. This bill would provide $100 billion in grants to faith-based organizations, clinics, medical centers, other which perform testing on COVID-19. Here's the thing, asshole, you don't understand. It's a farce. It's a flu. No provision in this bill would make testing or quarantining mandatory. The bill includes privacy protection. Yeah, well, we've heard all that shit before. Here's the guy that introduced this. Or sponsored it anyway. He's Bobby Rush. He's sponsor representative for the Illinois' 1st Congressional District. He's a Democrat. This thing was introduced May 1st, 2020 in the 116th Congress. This bill is in the first stage of legislative process. It was introduced in Congress May 1st, 2020. It will typically be considered by committee next before it's possibly sent to the House or Senate as a whole. Prognosis, 4% chance of being enacted. Okay, up here it says, read this text. 5 pages long, so on and so forth. Well, where the heck did it go? Okay. Here it is. Okay, May 1st, Mr. Rush. Oh my God. Just the usual Democratic suspects. To authorize the Secretary of Health and Human Services to award grants to eligible entities to conduct diagnosis testing for the COVID-19 related activities such as contact tracing. Imagine that. Through mobile health units and not necessary at people's individual residence for other purposes. Yeah. Now here it gets. Now that guy just said, well, there's not going to be mandatory quarantine, and here you go. In general, the Secretary of Health and Human Services, acting through the Director of the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, may award grants to eligible and so on for COVID-19 to trace and monitor the contacts of such infected individuals and support the quarantine of such contacts through mobile health units. Oh, God. And it can be quarantined at the residence. Oh, my God. I'll put a link. I'm going to put a link to this. There's a whole lot going on with this kind of stuff. This shows the amount of common sense you would expect coming from people who are supposed to have an education, and they're not smart enough to even. I bet they have to wear adult diapers when they go into the Congress, because these people, they can't even hold their own piss. I'm sorry, what this is, to me, is just like Bill Gates' vaccines. I call his vaccines germ warfare. I call this crap here scientific tyranny. And that's the best way to describe it. Let me go back here. I mean, they got a whole lot of stuff. I'll put a link to that thing when I get a chance here. Let's get out of here for just a second. Go to email. Okay. This is what I got today. Oppose HR 6666. Okay. Okay. Now this is We the People. We the People. We oppose HR 6666, the TRACE Act. Please act immediately. This was created by CH on May 8th, 2020, my birthday. Okay, let me see. This is just proposed to Congress. This act will allow government officials to enter anyone's home and force test them on COVID-19 other antibodies, then the government officials would have the right to remove children from the home, remove anyone testing positive from the home. I can't imagine how removing somebody from their home is going to protect anyone. I have a husband with Alzheimer's disease. I don't have COVID-19, but if tested positive, I would take care of my husband if I were removed from my home. We must be living in Nazi Germany for such an act like this to be brought forth in Congress. Please stop this as soon as possible. Also, Chris Ann Hall has a thing up. See if I can go over there. Hang on. Let's get out of here for a second. All right. Hang on. Yeah, if you're not sub to this lady, it'd be a good idea to, because she knows the Constitution forward, backward, and upside down, and all that good stuff. Here's what we're going to. She's talking about the sheriffs here, and
what if I told you that you could?
Let's see. Sheriffs are standing in defense of the people's rights in defiance of governor's non-constitutional COVID orders. The Supreme Court will now soon hear a case involving religious personnel employed by churches, and it's not known what the media. It's not what the media is spinning it to be. Also, Chris Ann Hall, right here, see this? Chris Ann Hall gives an in-depth analysis of the Federal House Bill 6666 COVID-19 Trace Act. That's what this video is about. Let me go back up here and see how long it is. It's 52 minutes long. Okay, this is where you're going to go. This is Chris Ann Hall. The lady on the left knows what she's talking about. I kid you not. So I'll put a link to those bills. I'll put a link to this. Please go watch this so you understand what this means. And like we said, not much of a chance of it getting passed, but the idea, the basic idea that they would come across with such an idiot bill is just like when they came across with the Patriot Act. It did not save America. It only put people at risk. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll put a link in for this. As soon as I get this thing. Okay.